authorities trying to avoid a repeat of what happened last night.
They need to leave the area.
Spring breakers ignoring orders to leave. Miami Beach police using pepper balls and brute force to break up the party.
I think the curfew was ridiculous. Like, we just want to come out here and party.
This is not a typical spring break crowd.
Today, Miami Beach City Commissioners held an emergency meeting.
It looked like a rock concert.
Miami Beach Mayor Dan Gelber.
People started to rage through the streets, running and for their lives. You can't have that in a city. That can't be a nightly event.
The Miami Beach curfew runs from 8 p.m. until 6 a.m. Today, with the sun up, the beach was back open, crowds enjoying the sand and surf. But some who came for the famed, often hedonistic South Beach nightlife say the curfew has ruined the party.
I go back to my plane tomorrow and go back home.
Miami Beach police posted this photo of famed Ocean Drive, empty, in sharp contrast to the past several weeks. Since spring break began last month, police making more than 900 arrests, confiscating more than 80 firearms.
How much of this closure is a result of the violence and how much of it is because of the spread of COVID?
I think most of it is because of the chaos in the streets. And of course, we don't want to be a super spreader.
Many out-of-staters say they wanted a vacation where COVID protocols are lax.
I don't really think we have to fear something called this coronavirus.
Businesses devastated.
We're just getting back on our feet, and now it's like getting set back.
And Carrie joins us now from Miami Beach. So Carrie, tell us more about the restrictions in place for tonight.
Tonight, the curfew is back in effect, and it will continue, the City Commission decided today, up until April 12th. The curfew runs from Thursday to really Monday morning at 6 a.m. And because Miami Beach is an island, to control the crowds coming here, they're going to restrict those coming over the bridges and causeway to residents only, Kate.
Now to a showdown in Miami Beach between spring break tourists ignoring the dangers of COVID and local leaders trying to prevent another surge. Over the weekend, partiers clashed with police trying to enforce an 8 p.m. curfew. Our lead national correspondent David Begnaud is in Miami Beach, where officials have declared a state of emergency.
When people, many of them tourists and most maskless, defied an 8 p.m. curfew in Miami Beach over the weekend, SWAT teams were brought in to clear the streets. Some scattered the crowds by firing pepper balls. Now on Sunday, the streets remained crowded, but it was more subdued. Tourists have been packing this popular spring break destination since February, back when Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis declared the state a, quote, oasis of freedom from coronavirus restrictions.
Because Governor Ron DeSantis made it a free state, no mask, we can come and have some fun. They got a SWAT team out.
There's recent video showing just how unruly some visitors have gotten. In the past 5 weeks, police have arrested more than 1,000 people here on Miami Beach. More than half of them are from out of state.
We're getting all sorts of things from just inappropriate conduct to full-out criminal activity, which has become a real policing challenge.
One popular hotel, the Clevelander, temporarily closed its food and beverage operations over safety concerns. The mayor of Miami Beach, Dan Gelber, says he was left with no choice, he feels, but to set a curfew and restrict some streets and highways to residents and hotel guests only.
I did not want to react in the wake of something unimaginable. I did not want to wait until there was a stampede or some kind of shooting or just something that felt that it could have been prevented had we just taken more action on the front end.
It's a good thing. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a very good thing. Crowd control was good. It was rapid. It was very fast.
There's that opinion when you talk to people on the street, and then there's this.
Everybody's running. Every time the police will come around, we run to the next street. And y'all come again and run to the next street. So that's how it's going to be until we decide we want to go home.
Now, to be fair, city officials say it's not just college students that are causing this chaos. It's the adults, too. Looking to let loose, apparently, in one of the few states that's wide open in the middle of the pandemic. Tony?
But there is still that pandemic going on. David, thank you very much.
Shalom. Praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well in sound doctrine. Peace, blessings, and safety to the elect of the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Seminole, Native American Indians of Negro and Indian descent. And as you can see, down in Miami, we got Miami on lockdown because Jake is just being Jake, man. You know, partying and bullshitting. You know, that's why the scriptures say right here, Ecclesiastes 10:6, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place, because that's life to Jake. That's turning up. That's the fulfillment of joy. That's the fulfillment of happiness, to do shit like that. You know, to be a nigga. And a nigga was created on a plantation. Okay, a nigga is a laboratory experiment. You know, the modern day Negro is a laboratory experiment. All right, brought to fruition. All right, you're seeing the result of it. You got women down there twerking on cars, you know, spreading their legs, talking about we just want to party. You know, that's all Jake want to do is party, and they're gonna party to their death. They're gonna party till the missiles come. Scripture say they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage. Okay, eating, drinking, having fiesta, whatever, you know, partying, turning up. Because this is the folly that this world esteems as happiness, as like I said, fun. You know, that's supposed to be fun. That ain't fun, man. Fun to them is that. Fun to us is you know, watching the lessons, man, reading the word, man. That's fun to us. You know, this is our fun right here. What I'm doing right now, this is fun to me. You know, it says Ecclesiastes 10:6, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. The rich is talking about the Israelites, more specifically the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, we sit in that low place, that position of humility, that position of humility. You know, that's the best word I could use to describe it right now. You know, and our women are gone. You know, our women, they're whores, they're thoughts, they're hoes. Let's go to let me see, what is that? Bear with me. I think it's Micah. I think it's Micah 7. Bear with me. Amos 7:17. So like it's dumb ad. All right, Amos 7:17. It says, therefore thus saith Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. So all of our women are harlots. Okay. According to the scriptures, all of our women are harlots. Now you have some real live super harlots, and you have some repentant harlots. Okay. But they're all harlots pursuant to the prophecy here, Amos 7:17. Why? Why am I saying this? Because none of them are virgins. When they're not, I mean, you do have some that are. You know, I'm not gonna say that every 100%, but 99.99999999999% of women are not with the man that took their virginity. So therefore they will be a harlot. It says, therefore thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword. Who is the sword of the Most High? Esau, Edom. You saw there in that video, Esau tackling Jake. You know, Jake falling by the sword. You know, Jake getting killed in the street, don't get justice. Shot on camera, don't get justice. You know, Jake is falling to these false religions and these false philosophies. The angels that fell from their first estate. You know. But really what it's talking about is we're going to fall by that sword, which is the missiles. Not we, but the 2/3. Lord willing, we're not a part of that number. You know, they're going to fall by the sword. They're going to fall by this martial law, by this next lockdown that's going to be a real severe lockdown. All right, you're literally going to have military on your streets in the city because they're already mobilized in the United States of America. Amos 7:17. Therefore thus saith Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line. You see, you got what's called redlining, okay, counties, states. You go over to Israel, they divided up the land amongst the heathen. They parted thy land, you know, and removed us far from our borders. It says thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. Let's go back. Because what you saw on the screen, man, just a bunch of shameless women. You know, a bunch of partying and rioting. Scriptures speak about that. Let's go to Romans 13 and 12. It says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, because at one time we were like that. You know, at one time we were doing those exact same things that Jake in these videos were doing, but the Lord, through his grace and his mercy, showed us the better way. You know, showed us the better way. This is Titus 3 and verse 3. It says, for we ourselves were also sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving diverse lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy, hateful and hating one another. We were just like them. You know, we were just like them. We are not holier than thou. We understand that it's only because of the mercy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that we have this truth, that we have this holy conversation and this behavior that is pleasing to the Heavenly Father. You know, that we're not still walking in the ways of darkness. It says Romans 13 and 12, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, not take it onto us, you know, not continue to indulge in it, but to cast off those works of darkness. It says, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting. When you go to that word rioting, it means partying. Okay? It means partying, turning up, you know, standing on top of cars and throwing money out the crowd and all this other BS. Romans 13 and 13. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and any envying. But put ye on the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Because ultimately what they're doing, that's a lust that they had to do those things. You know, they have a lust to go to Miami, put on a small ass swimsuit, and twerk in the sand. That's really a lust that they have from their home and wherever they live. They'll be in Cleveland, Ohio, sitting down, or you know, in Pennsylvania, driving in their car, and they'll say, I want to go to Miami, and I want to twerk on the cars, and I want to get a rich nigga and do all this. These are all lusts that these people have, man. I want to go to Miami and go to Magic City and throw 500 ones. Yeah. These are the thoughts that come into Jake's mind, man. As if it's some, you know, light bulb above their head, man. It's the lust. Okay? They're giving occasion to the flesh. You know, and these women are going, man. Because they all, like I said, they all want a rich nigga. You know, rich nigga, that's my type, whatever the word, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They got all these songs out here. Rich ass, scamming ass nigga, you know. Lord said that he that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Our people are dead. They are dead men walking. That's what you saw. That was a cemetery. You know, that whole thing down there, that's nothing but a cemetery. You know, a cemetery party. You know, a corpse party. A missile food party. That's what that is, man. 1 Timothy 5 and 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Let's read it again. 1 Timothy 5 and 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. The walking dead, man. That was a cemetery, a corpse party. You know, a skeleton party. Jake is dead. They're the walking dead. What can we do for them? The king of Israel said, what can I do? If Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua have not helped thee out of the barn floor, out of the wine press, what can I do to help you? If the Lord ain't helping these people, if the Lord ain't open up their eyes, what the hell we gonna do, man? My dad called me yesterday trying to talk me into getting the vaccine, talking about everybody need to get the vaccine. What the hell am I gonna do for that man? Telling me I'm putting my family at risk. What the hell am I gonna do for him? If the Lord ain't helped him, if the Lord ain't opened his mind, his third eye, the eye of his mind, I cannot do it. It's a wrap. These people are gone. You know? He got the vaccine, my grandma got the vaccine, my brother got the vaccine, my cousin got the, you know, what am I gonna do? When I'm saying the wrong word on this damn on this damn video. So it might get taken down. 1 Timothy 5:6, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. And these things give in charge that they may be blameless. So you got a lot of walking dead out here because they live in a way that's contrary to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, they rather be in the house of feasting, you know, the house of mirth and joy. You know, let's get that. Should we then make mirth? You know, knowing what this devil is about to come down, man. Jake don't have no idea what's coming down the pipe. That's why they acting like that. Because they don't know. Let me see, find this real quick. They have no idea what's coming upon them. If they knew what was coming to this place, every last one of them would be mourning, you know, day and night, weeping, fasting, praying in the scriptures. If only they knew, right? If only they knew. But they know not the Most High. Why? Because the Most High have hid his glorious gospel from them. Ezekiel 21:8, again the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith Yahweh Ba Shem Yahushai, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. Esau, the same man that's bringing in this curfew, tackling Jake, shooting rubber bullets at Jake. Jake partying to the point where you get a rubber bullet. You want to party so much that you willing to take a rubber bullet, man. Ezekiel, you could party in the damn hotel room, nigga. You could party at the, you know what I'm saying? You can go to the house, go shit, somewhere. Party in the basement. But you want to party so bad that you willing to take a rubber bullet, man. Ezekiel 21:9, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. See, Jake's like that, man. It's going to come to the point where Esau going to see a crowd like that, and he going to send a firing squad, man. You know? Because Jake is going to start carrying, you know, weapons, and they're going to start to retaliate, and that's going to cost the whole crowd their life. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Should we be popping bottles and twerking in the street knowing what's about to come to this place, man? Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. And he have given it to be furbished that it may be handled. Esau is going to handle it, man. It says in Romans 13, because these people are in violation of Romans 13. Esau says it's a curfew, so follow the curfew, man. Then you won't have bruises on your chest from getting hit with a rubber bullet. Then you won't be tackled and complaining about how your friend got arrested. You could arrest him because he black. Oh yeah, duh. And because he disobeyed the curfew, man. The scriptures say he beareth not the sword in vain. That's why it says here that he have given it to be furbished that it may be handled. He ain't holding it for nothing. This sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. Who is the slayer? Esau Edom, man. You know, he gonna slay all these people that's dwelling in the house of mirth. All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Yeah, so it's better to go to a dang on funeral than to go to what you just saw in that video, man. Verse 4, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. You see? It says the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. We are in that house of mourning, man. You know, we're in that mournful estate. You know, while they're in that cheerful party estate. You know, we're going through the fire furnace of adversity. While they're dancing in the furnace. You know, having a good old time in the furnace. Not knowing that they're slowly burning. They're slowly dying. They're the walking dead. Ecclesiastes 7:4, one more time. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. See? So you choose. You decide what we just saw. You know? It says it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise. This is the rebuke of the wise right here, this video epistle. Than for a man to hear the song of fools. And that's all they was doing, was dancing to the song of fools. You know? And you saw, I mean, our women are shameless, man. Like I said, twerking, they just want to twerk everywhere, man. You know? If twerking was a job, if twerking is a job for some of these women, you know? This is Ecclesiastes. I'm going to just read these real quick. Ecclesiastes 26:10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And Esau has given these women too much liberty, and that's why they act the way that they act, because they don't have no order. You know, they don't have nobody over them, no head over them. So they walk like they don't have a head. They walk like a chicken with their head cut off. They act like they have they've never been, you know, they've never. I mean, really, they just act like they've been in Esau's kingdom too long, man. You know, because Esau, like I said, has given them much liberty through the feminism movements. You know, and women are equal and all this other illusions that they push on the people. Sirach 26:25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. That's why we say bitches. That's why we call them bitches, because they are bitches. If you're a shameless woman, you're basically a bitch. All right. You know, you're supposed to be shamefaced. You're supposed to tremble at the presence of your husband. You're supposed to, you know, think twice about. You're never supposed to talk crazy to a man, but you're at least supposed to think twice about it. Sirach 26:25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefast will fear the Lord. You see? Sirach 42:11. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. You see? So this is what we've been degenerated to. Okay, our daughters are shameless, and they're laughing stock, man. Best believe these other nations is laughing at what's going on in Miami. All right, they're not feeling bad. They're not saying, "Why they won't let them party?" They're just laughing at Jake, man, because we're pathetic. Our people are pathetic, man. 2/3 of Israel are pathetic, because these heathen are pathetic, and they have said that we will be as the heathen, man. You know. So that's all I got. Lord, will edifying. Call me